This is Luke Spiller from the Struts. When I'm not on stage, I'm checking out Subfacts. Shameless plug there. Shameless, but I don't mind. I hope that you're having an incredible day and this puts a smile on your face. Hopefully see you really soon. All the best. Mwah.
Hello and welcome to Subfacts. I'm your host, Matt. I'm here with my partner in crime, Mooney. What's up, Mooney?
What's going on, dude?
Hey, it's we're back.
We are back in action.
We are back. I have to apologize, folks, up front. We took the last week off. My fault. Actually, it's not really my fault, but there was a death in my family.
Missing the show was your fault. The reason we missed the show.
Yes, exactly. So there was a family emergency. I'm not allowed to mention the person's name who passed away, but it was somebody who was very close to me. But it was kind of funny. This person supported me, but hated this show. And yeah, it was one.
What did they hate the show for?
They were a very private person, and they were like, "You're not going to talk about me." I'm like, "Why? Why would I? Why would I?" And they're like, "You just can't talk about me. Don't even bring my name up." Like every time I saw the person, I would get this don't talk about me on the show. So out of respect for the person,
gotcha. Okay.
I will not mention the person's name.
Our condolences.
But
to you.
yes, there's a much bigger RIP in the world, in my world.
Okay.
Yeah,
we can't mention the RIP.
We can't mention the person out of respect to them. But anyway, that's why we weren't here last week. But we're back.
We're here,
and we have a huge show.
I'm beerless because you cleaned up your fridge and you decided to throw away my last beer.
That's not exactly my fault. You have this weird.
Is it my fault?
Yes, because you have weird rules.
I would love to hear this. I'd love to hear how you throwing away my beer is my fault.
Okay, so you have weird rules around beer. You do. You have they're like born on dates, whatever.
I do. Yeah, I do.
They go bad, and I don't drink, so I don't pay attention to every minor detail of your weird rules when it comes to that.
Okay.
So I was cleaning out the fridge, and I see one can just chilling. It's one of your cans, and you always bring beer. Even when I've called you and said, "Hey, we have beer at the house," you still show up with your own beer. So I was making room, I dumped it, and that's why there's no beer. The one time you decided to
it's
go
okay.
To the
I was
fridge,
just giving you a little
it's all good. It's all good. But we're gonna get through it.
I'm fine. It's
okay.
Fine.
Because, folks, I don't know if we've even mentioned this, but usually when Mooney doesn't have a beer during the show, it gets a little ornery, just a tad ornery. And
that's why the last 10 shows have been really good.
I know. So hopefully we'll keep you in check this show. But it's going to be a fun show.
We have a good plan in place.
Yes, good plan in place.
If we didn't, I would have gone back out.
Yes.
If I didn't feel comfortable with the content, I would have gone back out and got beer.
Though, it all hinges on this next segment.
Oh, it's a make or break. Yes, it is. There it is. The warm up.
It's the part that I never know what the warm up is going to be. So
hey guys,
this one make or break the show. Hey Brian, don't screw it up.
Yep, you're gonna love this one.
Intro. Hey Brian, don't screw it up.
All right, first question. You have a medical condition that requires you to always keep one of these vegetables in your underwear. What do you choose? A broccoli crown, an ear of corn, or a head of garlic?
That's a no-brainer.
Oof.
It's a no-brainer.
I mean, it depends on the size, but okay, no way I'm doing the ear of corn.
Really? That would be my go-to.
No.
Do you know how pimp I would look? Like if I
but then it's false advertising.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I'm already married. She knows. But I'm saying everybody else in the world, eat your heart out.
The head of garlic is small, tiny, right? So I might choose that, but I'm worried about
you get like garlic nuts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the smell it'll give off, and if it rubs and if it like reacts to the skin at all.
That's what I'm saying. Garlic nuts is no good. No chance.
Garlic nuts?
Yes. Like, no offense, folks, we're not going to go too dirty on this one, but nuts, from what I understand, typically don't smell that great as it is.
Here's the thing, they don't have a smell when covered, though.
You're adding garlic to your nuts.
Yeah, but they don't have a scent when covered. They only release that scent when you take the wrapping off.
Yeah, it's
Sort of like onions.
It's kind of like when you like undo like the muffin can where it just goes.
Yeah, that's
so you
exactly
get that
right.
like waft. Now you're adding garlic to your sweaty nuts.
Right. I mean, like you could be watching a movie, you shift, and then a garlic piece whips off. And then garlic nuts.
And not for nothing. I'm into those like vampire goth chicks as it is, so that would ward them away even more.
Oh Jesus!
And so
the broccoli crown looks big, so
broccoli stinks too.
It does?
Yeah, like raw broccoli.
Raw broccoli stinks?
Yeah, it does.
I don't go by the broccoli section and go, wow, that's a stinky section.
It doesn't smell good. You gotta go straight ear of corn all day.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead of garlic, but you can
garlic nuts.
That was awesome.
We're just gonna call you Garlic Nuts Mooney for the rest of the show.
That was awesome. That was exactly what I was expecting you guys to discuss.
You know what? That's the name. We should open a band and call it Garlic Nuts.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Garlic Nuts live in Budokan.
Garlic Nuts.
All right. Awesome.
All right.
So next question. What is your go-to breath freshener?
Oh. Boom.
I always go gum. And I don't really have a favorite flavor, but I usually do Listerine before I leave the house.
Out of what you have listed, I would go the Orbit's peppermint gum. I eat gum. I chew gum all the time.
Orbit's is my favorite too.
I hate Banaka, by the way. That's awful.
What's Banaka?
That spray. It's that spray that you spray in your. It just not good.
I never had Banaka.
Altoids, they're stupid. I'm not gonna lie, they're dumb.
I keep the Altoids in the car because they last a long time and they don't go bad in like a hot car.
Yeah,
that's true. They don't.
I used to like Certs. Those.
Yeah, whatever happened to Certs?
I used to chew those bad boys.
Certs were awesome.
Certs were solid.
Mentos is okay.
I hate those Cool Mint, those Listerine Cool Mint things.
I would say the Extra or the Orbit gum. The icebreakers are like fruit stripes that they have that burst of flavor and then they go away. Yeah. Mentos stripes are good, but
Mentos are solid, but not really breath freshening. So I'd go Orbits.
I go Extra. Bam.
Nice.
Boom.
Okay.
Love it.
Next question. You have 24 hours to avoid a horror monster villain of your choosing. You cannot prepare in advance. You have to run right now. Like literally, you guys need to leave the show. They will always know where you are, and they will not stop coming to get you. Who do you choose, and how do you evade them for 24 hours?
So being a fat person, I'm never going to win. I'm not even going to run. I'm just going to be like, hey, kill me now. So it's a matter of who do I want to kill me, which will be the least amount of pain. I look at it from that perspective.
But you don't think you could survive 24 hours just staying up? Like if you pick Freddy Krueger.
Outrun.
Like if you pick Freddy Krueger, he can only get you when you sleep.
I would take Hannibal Lecter because I think I can take him.
He's a genius.
That's the only thing.
Remember, he's a genius. He's going to figure out.
Yeah, but physically, I can take him.
That's what my thinking was the same, but I'll go Chucky. There's no way I'm not beating up Chucky.
That is true. Chucky's the stupidest villain. I hate Chucky
he's a tiny little doll. I'm taking him, ripping it apart.
That's basically it. And the fact that they kind of made Chucky kind of strong or whatever is dumb because he's not.
He could be strong, but it's still. I'm still not. I just pick him up and I rip his.
Yeah, even if he's all muscle, you could just take a baseball bat. And
right.
Swing at him.
Either that, or I try to find a knife as I'm running, and then I get it, and then I just. Cut his arm off.
I'm definitely not beating Mike Myers, Freddy, Jason.
The next one I would go Tall Man. The Tall Man is really slow. Really
you couldn't just get in your car, drive to the airport, jump on a plane, and fly to Japan.
No,
you could. But some of these they could really chase you and get you before you even get too far. The Tall Man is slow.
Mike Myers or
Pennywise
Jason
is kind of fast.
Like that.
Oh, Pennywise will kill you pretty quick.
Pennywise is kind of fast. You're pretty much done. Leatherface will throw the chainsaw at you and it might hit you.
The Phantasm guy.
I will never go against Jason. That guy shows up everywhere.
The Phantasm guy, you could like if it's an old dude, you can probably take him.
You know what? I changed my answer. Michael Myers, because I'm going to stick to my original story, which is he doesn't want me. I'm not in his way. All he's doing is looking to kill his sister.
Yeah, but you're Laurie Strode. That's what I'm saying. I guess that's part of the question.
If I was Laurie Strode, then I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. Is you're Laurie Strode in this argument?
And I'm not choosing Hellraiser. No way. Pinhead. No. Holy cow.
Yeah, no chance. You're winning against Pinhead,
dude. He'll. Yeah. And that, what do you call it? Freddy gets you in your dreams anyway. So yeah.
Yeah. So really, I'm taking Hannibal Lecter. Boom. I got him.
That was an awesome question. That was one of the best questions of all time.
Cool. Yeah. Love it. Right. Look at Brian rocking this whole thing.
Rocking.
Where the Crawdads Sing.
Oh, where the bad movie sings.
It did 17 million.
It did 17 million opening, and it's got 40 million domestic gross right now.
Yeah, but what's the
actually 40 million is
it's not bad. It's not bad at all. What did it? How much did it? Because it didn't cost that much to make.
Yeah, I don't know. It couldn't have costed. It cost $40 million to make.
It's all low budget actors and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that movie
no way that cost a lot
$10
of money.
million to make.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So good on them. Yeah. Way to go, Crawdads.
Yeah, they made a lot of money.
Yeah, know who's about to lose some money?
Who?
Klondike.
Why
what would you do for a Klondike bar? Because they're making the dumbest move ever in life. So Klondike owns the Chaco Taco.
Oh, and so they're not getting rid of that, are they?
It came out today that they're getting rid of the Chaco Taco. So whatever's in your stores now, go get it immediately, because
Chaco Taco's solid.
Chaco Taco is it's a I don't know, it's
staple.
One of those, it's a staple. Exactly.
It's been around since the 90s.
I thought it was even before that. I seem to recall when I was a kid chasing down the ice cream truck, Chaco Taco.
Oh, you know what? Never mind. I revised. It's been around since late 80s, early 90s.
And I would think that's probably my number 3 seed of ice cream truck favorites.
Yeah, Chaco Taco is awesome.
But yeah, Chaco Taco is going away. Invented in 1983. Never mind.
Yeah, that's way earlier than I.
Yeah, but I thought it was earlier than 83.
Or did Taco Bell just carry it?
Taco Bell just carried it. Okay. But the Chaco Taco, I don't think Klondike owned it I don't think they invented it, but they bought it. But they just said, you know what? We're going to not make it anymore, which is dumb.
Stupid.
Because like the Chaco Taco
is better than their regular sandwich.
The only thing that I would change up with the Chaco Taco is I would offer a chocolate ice cream version.
Absolutely.
Which would be amazing. And or a mint version. Which would be,
strawberry version.
Exactly. I would expand upon it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like Klondikes are good, but they have too many flavors now. Just cut back on some flavors.
They do have too many flavors.
And no one cares about it. Just cut back on some flavors and re-up the Chaco Taco. Bring it back in a superstar way.
I also wish Klondike would do like a double shell sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you bite into it and the shell just
breaks immediately.
Yeah, like I want a thicker shell.
That would be insane. If they could get like a good like thick shell.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about it like breaking apart on you.
Right. And then every bite is a consistent bite and you're eating like almost a sandwich.
Yeah. And it's to a point, like thickness to a point where you don't break your teeth off, but you come close.
That's exactly
That's what you need.
Right. And that could even be the phrase. New, thicker. It'll almost cut your teeth off, right? You know, like.
Yeah. I've told that to many women, but it doesn't, it doesn't, it's from how they're not believing it. So, no, but I'm thinking like Klondike, why don't they need to listen to this show? Klondike needs officially
another genius idea. Another genius
We would
idea.
save their company. Like
absolutely.
Like the person who walked in and was like, "Hey, maybe we get rid of the Chaco Taco and we'll save some money," should be punched in the face and they should be fired. They should just go. Any company that has food should just go before we change some things around.
Let's reach out to Subfacts.
Let's reach out to Subfacts and see what's up.
Yeah,
and we'll give them the straight up scoop. I guarantee you, there's some. They can trim the fat on some Klondike flavors.
Absolutely. They would have we can make restaurants better. We can make companies that offer food better. We can make movies better.
Yeah. And I would start off with the Heath Bar Klondike. Heath Bar sucks as it is. Nobody needs a Heath Bar Klondike.
I kind of like Heath.
Do you really? Ew.
What? Well, let me finish.
Okay.
I kind of like Heath Bar, but I see why people don't like it. Like
Toffee's dumb.
If they got rid of it, I wouldn't complain.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like it. It's a guilty pleasure. And on Halloween, if it sneaks into a bag or whatever.
Oh, you'll actually eat it. Like you like
right.
it.
If the boy had a bag of candy out, right? And you said, hey, take a couple, I would have been like, oh, Heath, I'll have one of these.
Oh, now I know when trick-or-treating comes around, I'll give you all of his because he thinks they suck too.
What I'm saying is, but if they got rid of him tomorrow, I wouldn't write in and go, what'd you do with the Heath Bar?
Yeah. I'm just saying they could cut the fat, trim the fat on that one for the sake of the Chaco Taco, which makes me
get rid of that and save the Chaco Taco for sure.
Which want to hear something crazy? Our friend, our producer extraordinaire, has never had a Chaco Taco.
Okay, you're fired. See you later.
We should have put that on in the interview. The very first interview would be, "Hey, have you ever had a Chaco Taco?" And he says, "No." Then
one of the interview questions, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So I didn't know these things existed for some reason, and I'm gonna go try one. I'm gonna have to.
Did you not have Taco Bell as a kid?
I don't get dessert at Taco Bell.
No, but did you ever go just Good Humor, man? Like the ice cream truck as a kid, it comes to your house.
I would get a drumstick, or I would get one of the character bars, or there's a lot of other things at the ice cream truck.
You never looked at the menu and just said, that looks awesome.
I didn't know what it was. I didn't order it.
I
missed out. I admit, guys, I dropped the ball on this one.
It bothers me because, while we agree and disagree with Brian in whatever, when it comes to food, he pretty much holds true with our beliefs.
Yeah. But he just never had it. He's never been around, never exposed.
I'm blaming his parents then on this one. I
blame his friends because I got introduced to it at Taco Bell when one of my friends had it. Like they got it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I'm going to get a Chaco Taco. I'm like, what do you speak of? The Chaco Taco.
I've never heard of said Chaco Taco.
Right. It's like Me Tornado. Once you hear it, you're like, I want one.
Yeah. Like, I'll be honest with you. My first Chaco Taco was, I vividly remember going to the ice cream man, and my immediate was the WWF ice cream bar, which is the greatest of all time.
Oh, delish.
And my man was sold out. And I was then I went for my number 2. I went with the Mickey Mouse bar, like the Mouseketeer bar, and that was sold out. I just caught him at the wrong day.
Well, I mean, he may have finished his route or something.
Yeah, and those are top seeds, so I couldn't really argue. And so he's like, "What about this?" And he mentioned the Chaco Taco, and I was like, "Oh, do tell, sir.
Do tell, pray tell."
And so, and I think because he didn't have the other stuff, he kind of threw in it was a free Chaco Taco.
Oh man!
So
and then you're like, boom.
Yeah, and from there on out, I was
he was a drug pusher.
Did you win a golden ticket?
He gave the first one for free.
he was like Big Worm from Friday.
Big Worm.
So, which that's the one thing, honestly, that's the one thing that bothers me in the movie Friday. Big Worm runs the ice cream truck. He pulls up and the kids are all running, and the first kid asks for chili Fritos. And I'm like, you don't get chili Fritos in the ice cream truck. You get a Chaco Taco. You get ice cream. It's an ice cream truck. And that's why Big Worm took his money. Because he's like, what about my chili Fritos? He's like, my money. And so, anyway, that's my one problem with Friday.
Chili Fritos.
You don't, like, if I'm the ice cream truck, that kid
I do like them, though.
That kid deserves to get his money taken because ice cream truck means you need to get ice cream. You don't get
chili cheese Fritos are good.
They're fine. I got no issues with that, but it's an ice cream truck. Get ice cream. That's all you got to do.
I'm with you.
And same with those people who get popsicles. Hate those people. They get the rocket pops, that kind of thing.
You don't like the rocket pops?
No, you can get popsicles anywhere.
I like
you gotta
the rocket
get
pops.
I always got the rocket pops.
You got rocket pops?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. Popsicles versus like ice cream treats. Ice cream treats wins all the way.
Flavored ice wins all day long.
There were some days where it's like really hot, you're thirsty. Sometimes you don't want ice cream because it's like it makes you like, your mouth gets like weird.
Ice cream, it gets soft and melty immediately.
I've never not wanted ice cream in my whole entire life. Like I could be in Alaska and in my bathing suit in the blizzard, and you said, "Hey, would you like some ice cream treats?" I'd be like, "Hell yeah!" Bring them on.
Yeah.
Like popsicles on it would be
popsicles. I'm not lying.
They would be my lowest seed. Like next to like the
Rocket Pops are solid.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they're good.
That would be the.
By the way, they were a big seller too. Don't even try it. Rocket Pops was always front and center of that little advertisement.
I know, because the kids like the red, white, and blue. I'm not going to argue the colors, but the thing is, if they said all we have is Rocket Pops or nothing, I would actually have to think about it.
Oh, jeez.
I would still probably end up landing on Rocket Pops, but I would have to think about it.
It's good. All right.
You know, I might get chili Fritos before I get the Rocket Pops. And so, anyway, so R.I.P. Chaco Taco. Klondike's making a big mistake, I tell you.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. It's terrible. It's going to be a hard.
And you know what though? 6 months from now, when they bring it back because they made a mistake, we're going to be like, I told you so.
By the way, companies do that. They make mistakes. They go through these little, we're going to stop carrying it. And then people get pissed.
Yep.
And they write in like WTF.
And Johnson in Sector 8.
Right. You wrecked
fired.
my kid's party. Like, I hate you. And then,
boom. Yeah. So, and maybe they'll bring it back with extra chocolate.
Awesome.
Solid. Okay. So R.I.P. Chaco Taco. We also have a couple RIPs this week. Once again, God wants the best mafia movie in the world.
Again, dude, why? He just keeps taking mafia people.
Okay. So we know this. We started out with Ray Liotta, then James Caan, then Paulie Walnuts, and now we've got Paul Sorvino.
Paul Sorvino.
I mean, like
he's also in Goodfellas.
Yeah, he plays the big dude.
Yeah,
Paulie. So what I'm saying, like, they're literally casting the greatest mafia movie of all time, like right now.
Absolutely.
Apparently, but
Joe Pesci needs to go to the doctor, like tomorrow.
Yes. Joe Pesci needs to come, and De Niro too.
Yeah,
think
true.
De Niro's whole career for the most part is mafia movies.
The start of his career was all mafia movies. And then he's
done a lot of.
Well, actually, you know what? Most of his movies
are mafia
except really
movies.
for Meet the Parents stuff.
And like Taxi Driver and stuff. But I mean,
like analyze this, analyze that, mafia.
Yeah, that's what he does well. But Pacino, De Niro, and Joe Pesci need to like literally keep their Apple Watch on to monitor their hearts and all that kind of good stuff.
Lock themselves in a house somewhere.
Yeah, you don't need to go out this summer, guys.
Don't get heat stroke.
Yeah, no, that's no good there. No bueno. The other one is a guy I met actually last year. It was Tony Dow, passed away today. We found out.
Tony Dow.
He played Wally from Leave It to Beaver.
Oh,
I met him.
I
met him last year, and apparently he had cancer, but I wouldn't know it. The guy was like extremely like it was funny. You expect the Beaver to be the friendly guy, and you took Tony. Like it was the complete opposite. The Beaver looked like he could care less, and he was just there collecting a paycheck. Meanwhile, Tony Dow, aka Wally, was like extremely jovial, talking. You know, he spent a lot of time talking
doing the meet and greet, meet the neighbors,
talking about favorite episodes and giving little. He was giving his own little facts about the episodes and stuff. So the guy was like such a genuinely nice guy. Yeah. So I feel bad, for him.
R.I.P. Tony Dow.
Glad I got my graphs though.
Of course.
Anybody who thinks I'm an idiot for getting those graphs,
got your graphs in.
Now they've just doubled.
You can't get Paul Sorvino's graph.
No, and I missed out. I'm not gonna lie. He did like a public signing, they call it a private signing actually, where you just send away and he was doing a private signing, and the pricing was actually pretty solid, and I was so gonna pull the trigger, but I was like, no, I'm doing this thing. A lot of them are for free. I don't really want to pay. I should have. Paul Sorvino would have been solid.
Well, you could still pay for a Paul Sorvino autograph.
Yeah, but now you're paying out the nose because you can't get him anymore. So it's tough there.
Apparently, Doyle Brunson, who's like one of the
I saw it. He stopped.
Yeah, he stopped.
Yeah,
and he's like one of the poker gods, like one of the originals.
Well, that's the problem with this whole hobby thing that I do is I'm personally doing it for my own personal collection.
Right.
I have no desire
Everything is
to
addressed
sell.
to you. You keep a binder, you hang them up.
And a matter of fact, I actually in my letters say, personalization would be greatly appreciated, whereas a lot of people don't want personalization because then they flip it on eBay. And that's what unfortunately way too many people are seeing. And so, Doyle Brunson is.
I like the personalization touch.
Yeah, Doyle Brunson's another casualty of this whole thing, just because too many greedy people.
Like when we had the Scream guy write out that he was going to come after me and kill me. Awesome.
Yeah, and so so it's the interesting part of the hobby, and I'm glad I got to meet Tony Dow before he passed away. So
R.I.P. There you go. R.I.P. Tony Dow.
Now it's time for movies of the week.
There is nothing still.
No, I think.
We forgot to talk last week.
Well, Nope opened last week, and that's what I was going to bring it up because we didn't talk about it. I think I've mentioned in this, I've seen every trailer they've put out for it, and every trailer sucks one after the next. It just looks awful, and maybe I don't like westerns. I don't know what it is. But it just seems gimmicky to me. And I know Jordan Peele's a huge fan of the Twilight Zone, and he keeps trying to create he's not Rod Serling. He's not. So
he's a pretty damn good director.
I haven't liked any. I didn't like Get Out. I know you did.
Oh, I loved Get Out. Yeah, and Us was great too.
Yeah, I just So I'm not feeling I like M. Night Shyamalan better.
He screws you though. Well, some of his movies are just a sucking bore fest.
Yeah, but Nope, I'm saying Nope right off the bat. I'm not going.
I'm saying I haven't seen it yet, but I plan on it.
Okay, well, even if you tell me it's good, I'm going to still say
I understand.
Nope. There's another movie coming out this week called Vengeance, which actually looks pretty good.
What's this about?
So it's written by, and it might be directed by him too, but B.J. Novak. Remember him from The Office? He played the temp.
Yeah. Oh, I know him.
Yeah, and he actually wrote The Office, and
I know he was one of the big writers.
Yeah, him and Mindy Kaling were the big writers for the show, and so this is actually kind of funny. He has a podcast very similar to ours, but
we're way better.
Oh, definitely, it is.
Okay,
I think his is actually more of a true crime podcast type of thing. So a person dies, and it's a girl that he dated once or twice. It wasn't big in his world.
Right.
So he decides to go to the funeral, and he realizes that her family is way she must have said that they've been dating forever. They know everything about him. He doesn't really know anything about her. So they were both thinking different things. And so I guess the brothers or somebody thinks that the girl was murdered, and it goes into this whole murder thing. It's actually a dark comedy, but Ashton Kutcher's in it. He plays one of the brothers. It looks pretty funny.
All right. So it's a dark comedy.
It's a dark comedy.
In the Tucker and Dale versus evil aspect, or
I don't know. I don't think it's like that. It's just interesting characters.
All right.
Interesting character study, basically.
I'll have to go check the preview out.
But yeah, definitely check the preview out, because I think out of all the movies this week or that's out in the box office, I would probably pick that one.
All right.
So then this week or last week, this past weekend, San Diego Comic-Con happened.
I love Comic-Cons. I've never been to one, but I kind of like,
there's a big one in DC that I always want to go to. It's called Awesome Con. I just never get around to it because
I want to go to one with Bai Ling and meet Bai Ling.
Yes, there you go. Well, the biggest one obviously is San Diego. San Diego is the one where you get all the celebrities come out. Ozzy Osbourne was even there signing stuff.
Awesome, so dude!
Ozzy's
a king, dude.
Oh, I know, right? He's got a new album coming out pretty soon. They released one of the first song with Tony Iommi, which is pretty tight.
Is going to be the #1 song on the album, so we can put it on our list?
Probably not. I don't know. So anyway, San Diego Comic-Con happened, and when that happens, they release all the trailers,
all
TV,
the big time
the TV shows, all the movies, all that stuff, because the geeks love it. So geek culture was riding high this week because of trailers. I will say the #1 trailer for me, John Wick 4.
How could it not be the #1 trailer for everybody?
It should.
That is going to be amazeballs.
Yes, John Wick 4 trailer came out, and I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of like the same trailer for 2, 3.
It's the same movie.
It's John Wick fighting people, and it's awesome.
But you know what? I'm gonna like. I just hope it doesn't. There's no traveling overseas or whatever.
No.
Just fight everybody in the city you're in.
Yeah,
and kill everybody.
The good thing about this though is when we left off on John Wick 3, he'd been like thrown out of a building and he was practically dead.
Yeah.
So in this one, in 4, it shows him like training, like he's in training mode.
Right.
Training mode's awesome anyway. John Wick training mode is even better.
Like punching a rope like wrapped around a
piece of wood
fence post.
Yes. When you're punching fence posts, you're awesome.
Yeah.
And so of course you get the I'm ready, awesome. Go unleash havoc and kill people, John Wick.
Here's what I don't understand. I never understood why you'd mess with him in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But if you heard he got thrown off a 3-story building or a 4-story building and survived, would you want to mess with the dude?
Well, see, in this one, no, I wouldn't. This one, he's actually going to he's taking on the whole Illuminati. I forget what it's called with the group, the high society or whatever. He's actually taking on all of them. They should know his resume by now.
I would say, hey, I would just say let bygones be bygones.
Like let's
hash it out.
I know the hotel manager guy is like his friend, and
not anymore though. No, I mean, he's kind of part of it.
Yeah, but he's only forced to pay. He's paying attention to the rules. He's just following the rules. That guy should be like, look, I know what he's already done multiple times. Even before the first John Wick, he had a history.
Right. And then he's survived all these other attempts.
Yeah.
Stop.
So know you're not going to win.
I want him to attack so we can see another movie.
Yeah.
But you're dumb.
Yeah, absolutely. So
you're really dumb to go after him.
100%.
And if he's coming after you, I would do everything I can to make amends. But like, dude, John, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, hey, can I buy you
offer
pizza?
him a seat. Yeah. I'd be like, hey, John, you've earned your way. Why don't you take a seat right up here? You can actually call some shots.
How about exactly.
That?
Stupid.
So, anyway, then we've got Halloween Ends. Halloween Ends is the final of the Halloween movies with Laurie Strode and Jamie Lee Curtis.
I'm going to reserve judgment because I was really disappointed in Halloween Kills.
Yes, Halloween Kills sucked. The trailer for Halloween Ends.
I didn't say it sucked. I was just disappointed.
It wasn't great.
I wanted a lot more.
Yeah. The other thing, although I did like it better than the first Halloween.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to reserve judgment.
My only problem, and as you know this, is Laurie Strode annoys me to no end. I love Jamie Lee Curtis as an actress.
She fights her entire life, and all she wants to do is kill this dude. And then when she gets attacked, she cowers in a corner.
Yeah, she's in like John Wick training camp.
That's exactly right.
And you think she's this badass. She's trying to be the girl from Terminator. She's trying to be Sarah Connor, and she's not Sarah Connor.
Yeah, Sarah Connor's a beast. No one will be
Sarah
her.
Connor at least shows up with the shotgun.
Dude, if it was Sarah Connor Myers, Mike would have been dead.
Yeah, but Laurie Strode, dumb, sitting there crying the whole time. So, anyway, those were kind of the bigger trailers. They did do one for the new
Black Panther.
I didn't like the first one that much.
Neither.
It was okay. It wasn't great.
So I'm not sold.
Yeah, and I don't like it when they have to switch people out. And I know the poor guy died, so it's not his fault or the movie theater's fault.
Yeah, Chadwick Boseman was a pimp.
Yeah, like I really like Chadwick Boseman. And I know they have to do what they have to do, but it bothers me.
We already talked about Tony Dow, so
this is a breaking news. He's actually alive.
What?
Apparently his wife and his representatives announced his death, but he's not dead yet. He's apparently in hospice, like on his last,
Well, if he's in hospice,
he's still alive.
He's in hospice.
We did a pre-RIP.
Yeah.
If he's in hospice,
we can't do another RIP for him.
No, but if he's in hospice by the time the show comes out on Saturday, he probably will have already been RIP.
Fair enough. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that
what we just said. Thanks, Brian.
Brian just killed the illusion that we were doing the show live. Thanks, producer.
That was funny though. That
Yeah.
a little intrigue.
Yeah. So then there was Black Panther 2. Didn't really care about that. Black Adam put out a second trailer, and it made it look even more stupid than the first.
Yeah, I don't know why would you put out even more.
No.
Here's the thing: don't put out any more trailers. Your movie sucks.
Yep.
Try to get people to go by not putting out trailers.
Yes,
it's
exactly.
just The Rock being The Rock in another movie.
Exactly. And I did watch. They have a Shazam 2 trailer, which I'm definitely gonna. I like Shazam.
I loved Shazam, so I will see.
And Helen Mirren's the bad person, which I love Helen Mirren.
Helen
Mirren
is still a fox.
You have me sold already.
Absolutely, I'll see it.
So those are the movie trailers that came out. So that's movies.
Lucy Liu's in it too.
Yeah.
Then I'm definitely signing up. I'll be there first day.
By the way, Lucy Liu and Helen Mirren are the bad people, and you're like, wouldn't you just convert to being bad at that point?
If I could be with them, yeah.
You just go, hey, I'm no.
If I could have a menage a trois with those two, yes.
I'll
Sign
be in
me
that
up.
Chaco Taco.
Take the thunderbolt off my freaking chest, and I'll be bad.
Just ignore the garlic nuts.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God.
So, okay. So next, the TV segment. One show I'm going to talk about. I completely binged it.
Oh, can you, before you go into your show, I watched an episode of Big Brother, an episode and a half of Big Brother, and I'm probably going to tune out immediately.
Why?
It sucks.
It's
Julie
awesome.
Chen sucks.
I thought you said you liked Julie Chen last time.
I like her face, but like her personality and the way she introduces the show and does the show suck. The characters, all of the characters on Big Brother are not interesting. There's one interesting character, the Elvis character, and I hope he wins.
Oh, that's weird because that's the guy I picked. I picked him to win.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I texted you guys. I
didn't know the name. Remember, I completely forgot.
Daniel's my dog. He's going to win.
Okay, so I think so too. Based on the first thing, I think he's going to win as well.
Yes,
but it's horrible. It's just. You know what it is? It's that Pooch guy. He makes the show unwatchable.
Oh,
he's unwatchable.
I don't want to know spoiler alerts, but my man was the first to go home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he sucks.
Oh, then maybe I'll watch.
He's an idiot. He said he was literally like, you can use me as a pawn, and anybody knows when you put yourself on the chopping block as a pawn, pawns go home every time. He's an idiot.
Maybe I'll start watching that.
Yeah, he leaves.
I hate him.
He gets voted out like 12-0. So,
good, because he is awful.
Yeah, he's stupid, and that's why he got voted out.
All right, cool. Thank you. I'll get back in.
Get back into the show. Okay, so anyway, TV,
back in, folks.
There's a show called The Bear, just like Tony Dow, apparently. And so there's a show called The Bear, and it's on Hulu. And I binged the whole season like right away. It's awesome. So if you're familiar with the show Shameless, one of the main characters, Lip, it's the same guy who plays Lip in Shameless.
Okay.
And what it is, it's if you're into food and you're into restaurants and how they work, it's fantastic. So he plays a guy who is like James Beard award-winning, like best of the best chef, worked at the best restaurant and everything. His brother from South Side of Chicago, dies and leaves him this like sandwich shop. It's like just a basic sandwich shop. And he has to kind of come in and try to save it. There's more to it, but it's like you've got this guy who's like a amazing chef trying to get together this group of like people who
misfits that are making sandwiches.
Exactly.
And turn it into a respectable.
But the brother basically was in debt by mafia people. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes on, but from like a restaurant lingo thing. Fortunately, my wife comes from that world, so she was even explaining some of the lingo to me, because I'm just like, I have no idea what they're talking about, because it's very quick, but it's a lot of like prepping and all that. It's fantastic though.
All right,
it's a great show. It's called The Bear.
All right, good recommendation.
I second that recommendation. I also binged it, and it was amazing.
Yeah, really good show.
If I had Hulu, I would watch it.
And they've already signed up for season 2, so boom.
Obviously, it's good. It's obviously a good show. We got to recommend it.
Yeah,
I need to get Hulu so I can watch it.
Okay, so brace yourself, Mooney.
What?
Hold on.
This is Cindy Starfall, and it's time for Mooney's Dugout. Love you, Mooney.
Love you too, Sins. Bam. All right. I have, it's very, you know what? Like I said, and I'll keep repeating it until football starts back up. Literally is the worst sports time of the year. The worst. No football, no basketball, no hockey, only
A
baseball.
lot of football players dying though, dying young.
Yeah.
It's the one thing I've noticed this summer.
Just a new, I can't even cover it because there's a new one every week.
Yeah, it's the summer of dying young if you were a football player in your 30s.
Yeah. And then like some of them that are now 40 or
The 30s
45.
to 50, I think.
Yeah, they die.
Yeah.
And I have no idea why. Like just out of the blue.
Mm-hmm.
Another dead football player.
Yep, it's crazy.
Okay, so 2 stories. We'll start with another one because it sort of has to do with a dead person. I did some searching for like ghost stories with football. No, sorry, sports.
Yeah.
And there was some decent ones, but the one I found that was most interesting was the Hockey Hall of Fame, NHL Hockey Hall of Fame, which is based in Toronto. Apparently was built over an old Bank of Montreal site. There was a Bank of Montreal in Toronto, apparently. And at this bank in 1953, there was a teller named Dorothy. She showed up early one day, came in, like she thought everything was going to be perfect, and I guess she offed herself. So completely.
Sometimes you got to do that.
Completely offed herself.
I'm just kidding, folks.
And they built the NHL Hockey Hall of Fame over where, so they tore down eventually the bank went out of
and they
not business, but that
over.
location went away and they built it over that.
Yeah, it's like poltergeist.
Exactly. So apparently there's all sorts of these stories that people who visit this Hall of Fame, like they see ghosts of her, they hear her, like they go into certain spots and it's like really cold and then like can feel her presence.
That's awesome.
I'm like, I need to go there and I want to meet her.
Like I wanted to go to the Hockey Hall of Fame anyway, but now I need to be there.
Absolutely. And I would be like, hey, I would ask like, maybe slide a guy a 10 or a 20 and be like, hey, like, where do people say they've seen the ghost of Dorothy?
Yeah,
I want in.
That would be the new attraction for me. If they literally just said, hey, well, we're going to charge you an extra $10, which in Canada, it's great for our dollar. But anyway, extra $10. And then they take you to the Dorothy places. I'd rather be at the Dorothy places than a lot of the other places.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if I met her, I'd be like, what up?
By the way, if you're going to die and you're stuck in one area, the Hockey Hall of Fame doesn't suck.
It's not a bad place to live.
I'll hang out all day. Don't think I won't.
Not a bad place to live.
Like if you were a ghost and you had to be stuck somewhere, like I don't know if there's an Asian woman Hall of Fame, but I mean like, if there was,
I would be there.
Yeah,
every weekend.
That's what I'm saying. There's another Mooney sighting at the Asian Women Hall of Fame. Yeah,
if I die, that would absolutely be where I'd be.
Because like I'd like to think that when you die, you can go anywhere in the world. But what if you're only confined to that one area to where you died?
Yeah,
like
that's the same thing. So in the searches, I wasn't going to mention it, but Owen Hart, how
the wrestler.
Yeah, they say the same thing. They say people who, when they're, putting up the banners or they're changing their lights, they can see him. They say they can see him and like the uniform he was wearing the day he died and everything.
Because that was like at a full-on arena, which means you're getting some cool concerts and stuff too. You're getting.
That's what I'm saying.
Wrestling, you're getting concerts, you're getting all that stuff. So boom.
I would be like, hey, like, take me up to the Raptors. Is it safe enough for 2 people? And then I'd be like, what up, Owen?
That I think what you need to do, like if you're Tony Dow, right?
Yeah.
If you instead of going to hospice, if somebody got you to the Jet Stadium, then you dunk off at Jet Stadium.
Oh,
you're now the Mooney of Jet Stadium.
And maybe I could and if they can hear me on the other side, maybe I go to the other locker room. I'm like, here's their game plan, right?
Yes, that'd be awesome.
And like I said, it very uneventful. It's going to be an uneventful few months in sports, but this was sort of big news. A guy named Malachi Nelson. Malachi Nelson. He's a USC commit, meaning he's going to play there not next year, but the year after, or 2023. I think he's a 2023 commit, so he won't play the rest of this year. He'll go to school there 2023 of September 2023.
Is there a chance he hasn't seen Children of the Corn?
I don't know. He needs to.
Yeah, 'cause Malachi.
So the big thing there is he overtook Arch Manning as the number 1 quarterback prospect coming out of high school.
Yeah, it's not going to work out for him.
So I mean, in all the other ones, he's still number 2, but in ESPN, he was Arch was number 1, and then he overtook Arch. So now he's the new number 1 recruit.
I'm calling it right now. Malachi will be a bust. Arch is your guy.
Okay, Arch is a Manning, so of course.
Arch comes from the state. He's like
I understand, but all these reporters
he's
are
like
saying,
a racehorse.
But there's more in-depth news on Arch that he's only getting this mad respect because of his name, and that he's only regressed as a high school player, whereas Malachi has only gotten stronger, bigger, and better every year.
The Mannings will whip him into shape. They'll whip him into shape.
All right. I'm just saying the kid plays in California. California produces a lot of NFL athletes. He's got a really cool name.
Malachi is a cool name. I want him to.
He's 6'2", and he's going to USC where he's going to play under Lincoln Riley, who's a beast coach.
I'm not betting against a Manning.
All right. I wouldn't either. I'm not going to bet against Manning either, but Manning's also going to Texas where they have terrible coaches and they suck as a football program.
Fair enough.
Hey, Mooney, I did want to ask you about this. So they announced yesterday the XFL that the 8 cities that they're going to come back in for 2023. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did. And they're getting rid of New York.
Washington's still one of the cities, and I think it'd be hilarious if they named the new XFL team the Red Wolves, because that was like the big the team that all the Redskins fans
Redditors? The Redskins
no,
or the what?
So, all the Redskins fans want, like, the top name that the fans all wanted was Red Wolves, like pretty much overwhelmingly, like for the new name.
Oh, nice. That would be good.
The XFL team should take that.
They should.
That'd be hilarious.
They absolutely should. They got rid of New York, so it's odd. New York was like the worst market for the XFL.
Mm-hmm.
Like they did these studies and they got rid of. So they introduced some new cities, and they got rid of it in the cities that weren't doing well.
Well, New York is a tough place because there's a lot of like trendy aspect to it. So if you're not on top and you're not winning and all that
if you're
stuff,
not but that's the thing. Even if you're not winning, we still, fans still go.
But it's got to be a trendy thing to be able to go. The
XFL isn't trendy enough.
Yeah, they don't support the common man.
Right.
New York doesn't at all. So,
and
they should.
It's hard to get people interested in XFL there.
Yeah,
just hard.
Yeah, but it's not like a Boston. Boston is for the common man. That's a common man town. Philadelphia is a common man town, but like New York is kind of, you need to be somebody. You need to be.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think that's the difference. But,
I'm not worried about, like, I wasn't rooting for any XFL team anyway. So
yeah, it's all good. Okay, so now it's time for Matt's Backstage Pass.
Boom.
So this one,
we should have done it earlier because we're gonna go right into music. Now by the way, the rest of the show, music.
Yeah, we had a lot of mail in. So anyway, so Matt's Backstage Pass. I'm gonna tell you this right now. The biggest album that's gonna come out this week is the Beyonce album Renaissance. No one cares. I don't care.
You mentioned
because they announced it a few weeks back. So this is the actual week that it comes out.
Okay, I don't like Beyonce, and we've talked about Beyonce like 80 times.
I'm trying to get out of talking about Beyonce. I'm literally just saying this is the new album. Don't waste your money. Don't
waste your money.
If you like Beyonce, have
what
at it.
Beyonce listens to the show. Now she's gonna be pissed.
Oh, what's up, Bae?
What's up, Bae?
I'll just be. You know what? If I was talking to her, I'd be like, look, I just don't get it. I don't.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I'll be like, you're probably the coolest person in the world. I just don't get the music. I don't.
Yeah.
And I'd actually want to hang out with Jay-Z, though. So that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would be good with Jay-Z. But Beyonce, not so much.
Good with Jay-Z.
No, so interesting thing.
You're like, Beyonce, can you introduce me to the hub?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I would do. So the interesting thing, obviously summertime, concerts are heavily flowing. One of the interesting things happened was our own Andy from Creative Underground has been going to shows, and he's been recording shows and whatnot. And he recently went to go see The Cult. And so
not a big fan.
The Cult's awesome.
Are they awesome?
They are pretty awesome.
Are they awesome?
I love the Cult. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the Cult's good. You would like them.
No, I wouldn't.
Anyway, whatever. So he goes to see the Cult, and he's recording the show. I don't think he recorded like the whole show. He's not like bootlegging it or anything like that. But
would you do it for business reasons or for?
No, it was personal.
Okay.
But it was more, he has like select songs, just like I do,
that you love, and
he does what I do, where like you look at the set list ahead of time because there's websites for all of that. So
you
you
have
can
set list ahead of time.
Oh yeah, setlist.com. Don't think it's not. So
Setlist.
basically, you can go in and see on that tour which songs are they playing. So you're not going to be screwed over when you go. They're not going to play any of my favorite songs. You kind of know ahead of time. So it also lets you get an idea of when to put your phone up to start recording. So anyway, during the show, the lead singer, Ian Astbury, saw that somebody in the second row was choking out somebody in the first row. And so he stopped the show, went down and started yelling at the person who was choking the guy out. And then the guy that was getting choked, like hugged him and that kind of thing. And then then he jumps back on stage and then just says like, there's no choking going on in this, whatever. So Andy recorded it, thought it was interesting, posted it on like YouTube, and the video got picked up by like every social media platform, like TMZ and a lot of the music mags and stuff, the online magazines and whatnot, all picked it up. So within like a couple hours, he had like 50,000 like views.
No way.
Yeah, my man's blowing up. Like Creative Underground is like it's so awesome because I read a lot of these like online music magazines, and you see property of Creative Underground or brought to all that. So
nice.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Way to go.
Yeah, so kudos to Andy from Creative Underground.
Nice, very cool.
Yeah, so if you guys like I said, just look up the Cult, whatever, and it's the first news story, the only news story of last week. You're gonna see you'll see the video and it'll say like Creative Underground.
That's
awesome.
That is nice.
So yeah, kudos to Andy.
Way to go.
I hope he made some good money off of that. And so then the other thing that's interesting is I mentioned a couple weeks ago that Rage Against the Machine started their tour, and the lead singer jacked up his leg on like show number 2.
Right.
And he's still like literally he's literally they have him on like a speaker unit in like the middle of this stage. So he still can't walk. So then this was interesting. The show a couple days ago, they're playing and, people are crowd surfing and all this kind of stuff. Some guy jumps up on stage and just goes to like rush the stage. So the security goes to tackle the guy, but instead of tackling him, they tackled Tom Morello, the guitar player.
Oh no.
He got completely football tackled, like literally right while they're playing the song.
Oh, my.
And I was like, oh my God, because he tackled him like off the stage. And I'm thinking, I don't think, because Tom's not that big of a guy.
Right.
And the security guard was huge. But Tom got right back up and started playing again. And I'm like, oh my God, it's funny to watch the video though.
Oh, Jesus.
It's just a complete like, but he takes out the guitar player.
Why did he just miss the other guy? Or?
Yeah, he totally missed. It was one of those things like, it was almost like the guy who rushed the stage ducked at the last second, and he just took out the guitar player.
Ouch. And the guy just champed it and got back up, huh?
He did. I don't know how. He's got to be bruised up.
Oh, the next day he's like, got to be like, oh.
Yeah,
God.
he got up like with the Rocky, like, woohoo. I'm just like, oh my God. But poor Rage Against the Machine, this tour
is cursed.
Tour is cursed like no other. Also, another thing that's weird that happened, and this is a video I just want people to go check out. Lady Gaga just started her stadium tour, and there's people that think that she has this like orb or something around her, mysterious thing, because somebody threw something at her, and when you're watching the video, she's like up on stage, somebody threw like a shirt or something at her, and it stops in midair and just drops down.
What?
Yeah, it's like it's like
No way.
yeah, it's weird because there isn't like a glass partition. Like there's not anything that anybody can see, but for some reason they threw
What,
something.
she got like a force shield around her?
That's the argument. That's what people are thinking. I know there's got to be more logic to it, but the video makes it appear as if it literally stops in midair and then just.
I wonder if the video is doctored. It's gotta be.
I don't know. I've watched it probably 20 times, and I was kind of looking for that kind of thing, and I can't see it. You know?
They can doctor those videos. It's like the girl throwing the football, or the shirt into the stands, and it's cut over. It's got to be something.
It's something weird. The last thing on the music part before we get to the mailbag that I need to bring up is kudos to Britney Spears. Britney Spears.
Oh, I heard about this.
Britney Spears recently got married, but she got emancipated from her family and all that kind of stuff a couple months back. What I've noticed, and this shows up in my Facebook feed every single day. Every single day, there's a new crop of Instagram photos where she loves being naked.
Awesome.
She doesn't do anything where she's not naked anymore.
That's pimp.
It's her naked on the beach, her naked in the hotel room, her naked everywhere. Like she wants to be naked. Yes, and I'm like, good on you. People are like,
I wish she was like Britney TV and they just streamed her naked.
Yeah. The only thing that I have a problem with is she puts it on Instagram, and Instagram can't show like full on nudity, so they have to put the little smiley faces or the little hearts or whatever. You want to be naked, just be naked, but do it on Twitter or something. Do it on
Twitter has those same things.
You can be fully naked and then some on Twitter.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. And so but like Instagram,
I think I got to change my settings.
You should. I'll show you how to do it after the show. But anyway, I love the fact that she loves being naked. I love her being naked. More people need to champion Britney Spears.
Absolutely. Do it on, like you said, do it on Twitter.
She's my hero of the week.
Make it full bore.
I'm just sick of hitting this clickbait and they go, Britney Spears naked again. And I go to look at it and it's like, oh, Instagram photos with the little hearts. It's stupid. Get out of Instagram.
Go to Reddit. There you go.
There you go. Britney, do it. So anyway, love Britney. She likes to be naked. And
who doesn't like women who like to be naked? If they're attractive, of course.
Exactly. Anyway, it's all good. With that being said, I'm not going to say anything about women who are naked at this point.
Mailbag. Okay, folks.
I'm saving you.
Mailbag.
Speaking of women naked, right? Yeah.
All right. The first email is from Rob from Leesburg, and his subject is homework. And he says, boys, boys, boys. He says, typically when I go to see a movie that I hear is bad or just okay, I go to the movie with low expectations. With this technique, I usually find the movie, even a bad movie, okay. This technique did not work for the movie I saw this past week. Can you guess?
You should guess because I've seen the email.
Nope.
No, he didn't see Nope.
You wouldn't have seen that, no. Elvis. Nope.
I was told I have to see Elvis, by the way.
So
I want to see Elvis. I mean, it's too late now. I'll probably wait till the.
I was told I have to see it in the theater. That's the weird thing.
Okay.
So the movie he saw was Jurassic World Dominion. He said.
Oh, we told him it was going to suck.
That, you know what? No sympathy.
We told him it was going to suck.
Zero sympathy. That was your fault, dude.
He said it was terrible. He said, I wish my future self could tell my past self not to waste time watching the movie. He said, I should have listened to the Subfacts movie review portion more closely.
He should have. I don't.
By the way, Chris Pratt didn't even see that movie.
No, that movie sucked. Once you heard, oh, she has her mother's eyes, and they're talking about a stupid dinosaur, you need to know that movie sucks.
And here's the other way you know it sucks. They completely dialed down the advertisement for this one.
Oh, yeah.
Compared to the others.
Yeah.
The advertisements and the money they spent promoting the others was millions, high millions.
They also immediately put it on streaming.
They completely tried to put this one under the radar.
No, they put it on streaming real quick.
Yeah. He says, here are my top 5 albums with a great first track song. This is number 5, Billy Joel, The Stranger Moving Out, Anthony's song.
Oh, do we got to go in order? I didn't go in order.
It doesn't matter.
matter.
Okay.
I do agree. I like that song. That's a good song.
I can't argue that one. They made a whole play about that. They made a Broadway show about that. So.
You know I love Billy Joel, so I approve immensely.
Next one,
Billy Joel.
Phil Collins, No Jacket Required, Susudio.
I'm not gonna lie. I like Phil. I like
Susudio.
Phil Collins. I never liked that song. But
I'm not the biggest fan of that song. Phil Collins is awesome, and his portfolio of music is astounding.
no, that's just my personal taste because I think Susudio is probably his biggest hit. So Rob's not wrong at all. It's just I never liked that song.
Is Land of Illusion him or Genesis?
Genesis.
Ah, okay, but he sings.
The next one is Van Halen from 5150, Good Enough. And I think Van Halen's first album has a better first song.
I was going to say Van Halen's first album might be actually I have that as an honorable mention, so it could be on somebody's list. But if you're looking at me with blank eyes, so Running with the Devil is the first song on Van Halen, the first album. So Running with the Devil is arguably the best number one song of Van Halen.
Yeah, but I mean it's okay. I mean, maybe if you're talking about that band in particular, it's hard to know all their number one tunes though.
You just go through their discography, but Rob's not wrong. That's a great intro.
Yeah,
so I'm not going to argue, but I would say Running with the Devil would be my number one if I had to pick Van Halen.
His next one is number 2 is Bare Naked Ladies Stunt 1 Week.
It's been
that was going to go on my list, but I didn't include it.
Wow, I'm shocked. You can't argue the fact that's by and far their biggest hit.
What?
1 Week.
It is their biggest hit.
It is.
I agree.
You can't argue that. So you can't argue his.
I love it. I think it's amazing. I love Bare Naked Ladies. I love their first 5 or 6 albums.
Yeah, no one's arguing
that is at all. Now this one I question seriously. I just don't. I don't even know if I've ever heard the song. Crosby. If I did, I forgot it because it sounds boring. Sorry, Rob. Crosby, Stills, Nash. It's on the album Crosby, Stills, Nash Suite, and it's called Judy Blue Eyes is the song.
I know this. I actually do know the song. It's not a bad song. I don't like Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
His honorable mentions are better than that, in my opinion. He's got Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA on Born in the USA, which I think should be his number one, if anything. Dave Matthews Band, Crash, So Much to Say.
Awesome.
And then he's got many Beatles albums, which I agree. Why didn't you pick those, Rob?
Yeah. I don't know how Crosby, Stills, and Young even remotely made it on the paper.
So anyway, great email, Rob.
Yeah, thank you, Rob. Long time.
Yeah.
Rob needs to come in the studio again. We haven't had Rob in the studio
got to get him back. I thought that was a good list.
Yeah.
I mean,
that one was a little weird.
The CSNY or CSN was
I guess I think if he would have thought about it a little more, maybe could
have left it off.
You know what? It probably
went with the Beatles or the Springsteen.
There's probably some sentimental thing with that song with him. So we can't argue.
By the way, D&B, which is stupid.
No, by the way, coming into the studio, Matt, our friend from England, our listener from England, the guy who got the shirt, he'll be in our studio in a couple weeks.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully we can talk some F1, Formula One racing.
Oh, great. Yeah,
sure.
Worst show ever.
Weird. Won't scare the people off.
The next email is from Smorgy. And
his
subject is welcome.
I miss Smorgy.
His subject is welcome back, Brian. Thank you, Smorgy. He says, "Hey guys, sorry."
Smorgy.
All right.
He said, "Sorry, I've been MIA for a bit." He said, "It's been crazy busy. Went on vacation, etc." I know what that's like, Smorgy.
Not much of an excuse. Smorgy.
He goes, "The shows have been really good. He's glad to see that I'm back. Brian's back." For the homework, he says he has the following in no particular order. His first one is "Let's Go Crazy, Purple Rain" by Prince. And he says he knows.
I never argue that because I mentioned it on the show.
That may be the best. That may be my number one seed so far.
I mentioned it last week on the show. But
I'm gonna
yeah,
keep
He
track.
says
Let's go
he says he
crazy.
knows that Matt mentioned it before, but it's what popped into his head when when we first brought up the list or idea. So
and I will never argue that. And one of the things I noticed is Prince, his number one songs on his albums are all fantastic.
so
Oh, really?
I mean, he's like the Hall of Fame of number
Number one
one songs, like 1999, Controversy, My Name Is Prince, like all the like. If you just go through the albums, you're like,
The number one
his
song
number
is
one
really good.
song is pretty great. One I should mention on the Gold Experience because nobody's heard it. The Prince album, the Gold Experience. There's a song called P Control, and I highly recommend people checking that out because that's one that nobody will ever know or mention. So P Control off of the Gold Experience, Prince. Check it out.
so this next one is good, and it was on my honorable mention, so I won't mention it later. It's Rio, Duran Duran, the song Rio.
Her name is
Nice.
Rio,
That is a
and she's dancing in the
that is a great
sand.
first song on an album. So awesome.
Yep.
That's that is
Uh,
awesome. I love it.
And then the next one is
Hall of
Ba with the Ba by Kid Rock,
Bang you bang.
Double Without a Cause.
My name is Kid.
What is it? Kid Rock.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to go and see Kid Rock on the 26th of August. So that is a great one. And if you ever see him
Kid Rock is
when you
kid.
see him live and he comes out and you just hear that build up and then he just gets the mic and is like,
And that's the
"My
first
name is
song?
Kid." Yeah. Awesome.
That's another. He brought it. It's been a while, and he brought it.
The next one is Burn by Papa Roach on Time for Annihilation.
All right. So okay,
You know what?
good. I spoke too soon.
Last Resort, I think Last Resort on Papa Roach's first album, Infest, that would have been I would think that would have been the pick, kind of like Running with the Devil with Van Halen, but hey, the heart wants what the heart wants.
I don't know any of those tunes. So.
I like Papa Roach, and Papa Roach is a great band to see live. They're fun.
I'll take your word for it.
I've seen
I've never seen.
I've seen them
live.
like 5 times.
I'll
They're
never go.
and I don't even know their whole discography, but they're a fun band to see live.
The next one here is Don't You by Candlebox on the album Candlebox.
Love it. That album is a perfect album. The first Candlebox album, the rest of them kind of suck, but that one from start to finish is amazing.
All right. I don't know. The song's not ringing a bell.
You'll
You'll
I
know
like
this one.
Candlebox.
This is his last one. He has Nookie by Limp Bizkit on Significant.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
for
That
the
is a
Nookie.
good. That is
I
a good
love.
one.
You know me.
His list is
Yeah.
good.
Do you know how much Smorgy and I could hang out? Like, I
Yeah.
think Smorgy and I would be besties. Like,
Yeah, better than me and you being.
yeah,
besties.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you might lose the show. Like, if Smorgy ever moved here, we might have to kick you out. Like, not kick you
Wow.
out, but like we might have to move you. We might get an
All right.
extra person on the
He's
show.
got a quick question, and you guys got to keep this quick because we got.
You're looking at me like, for real?
That's me. Then that
No,
sucks.
I'm saying, I'm just saying, Smorgy and I musically, we would be.
Yeah, you are in
Solid.
tune,
Right, so he
but not for NHL hockey.
says
that's
this is a
Rangers.
quick question, and you guys got to keep it quick because we got a lot more to discuss. And he says, are there any bands that you did not like back in the day during their peak, but you like them now? For example, he did not like Nirvana or Stone Temple Pilots for a really long time, but now he kind of got into a lot of their stuff, or vice versa, anyone you used to listen to now but can't stand.
He actually mentioned one. I typically hate Nirvana, and I hated Nirvana all through that time period. Only recently, I've kind of appreciated Nirvana. Like, I'm by all means not the guy dying on the hill for Nirvana by any stretch of the imagination. But like, they've recently been playing a lot of like Something in the Way, because of like the Batman movie and stuff like that.
Awful
Like,
movie, by the way.
so I've been kind of listening to more of that stuff, and so I can say I would probably put Nirvana in that group, which, by the way, Smells Like Teen Spirit being the number one song on that album.
Yeah, that's
As much as I get annoyed at times with Nirvana, that you can't argue. That's when you can't argue.
yeah, that's him. That's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I will never like the Dave Matthews Band though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I've never really converted on a band. I mean, maybe Rolling Stones a little bit, but it's not like I didn't like them, but I like them more now.
Yeah, like once you're out, you're out. You don't even try to put a foot in.
Right.
Yeah.
For me, one I'd
fair.
be out on would be like Led Zeppelin. I think now, like I used to like the back.
Are
in the day.
you?
I thought.
Oh no, but to his
Was there a
question,
band
was
that
there a
you
band that
didn't
you
like that
didn't
you
like?
like now?
I don't know. I'd have to think about it.
Dead Air.
yeah,
Way to
sorry.
go.
I don't really have an
Dear
answer for that one.
Dead Air Brian.
Okay.
Anyway, he says he signs off by saying there are a lot of topics from previous shows that he wanted to bring up, but this would be a 10-page email. Thank you, Smorgy. That was a great email.
Thanks, Smorgy. Write another one for the other.
Actually, I would like to know what people liked out of the last couple episodes.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
write it. It doesn't have to be
Please.
the immediate episode.
The next and the last email is from Brother Kyle, and Brother Kyle's subject is homework. And he says, "What's good, fellas? It's been a while. Brother Matt shot me a text about the homework this week, and he couldn't resist. Top 5 first tracks on an album." He said,
the show, Brother Kyle, and you had to be.
BK. He actually does listen to the show, but my man is, for his line of business, this is Christmas. This is
exactly.
He's doing like 6 or 7 cars a day type of thing.
I'm only messing.
Yeah. So he says he's going to own this one, so buckle up. He said, each one I picked is completely epic in his rock world, so they're in no particular order. His number 1 is AC/DC album Razor's Edge song Thunderstruck. I like it. It's a good pick.
Outstanding. That's one of my favorite songs.
It wouldn't be my top AC/DC pick, though. But
my top AC/DC would be Highway to Hell.
Still not mine, but yeah.
Thunderstruck is probably one of my all-time favorite songs.
But the Thunderstruck guitar,
it's good. I'm not arguing it.
No, you can't. You can't go wrong. Oh, also, Are You Ready from them too?
His next one is Leonard Skinner on the album Second Helping, the song Sweet Home Alabama. Totally
you can't go wrong with that.
It's so far epic. I agree.
Next one is Pink Floyd album Wish You Were Here, song Shine On You Crazy Diamond. Cannot disagree at all.
That might be on somebody's list.
Oh wow,
it might be. I Wish You Were Here is my all-time favorite Pink Floyd album. I do many times.
Yeah.
But
good album.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Wow,
Dark Side of the Moon is my favorite, but yeah.
But Wish You Were Here from start to finish is just insane.
Agreed.
It's
no, I'm
amazing.
not. Next one is Metallica Black album song Enter Sandman, which that's a sure.
Wow.
Can't argue that.
I can't.
All of these.
I can't argue it, but what
my God, Kyle's is my favorite list so far.
I can't argue Enter Sandman, but I would say like Metallica. When Cliff Burton was around, he took music theory and he taught them how to like come in soft and then go in really strong. And so with Fight Fire with Fire from Ride the Lightning, the first song has this like orchestral type of intro, and then it just punches you in the face, which is awesome. Same with Battery from Master of Puppets does that too. They do it a little bit with Enter Sandman, but like if I were picking a Metallica one, I would probably go Battery from Master of Puppets. I think
most people like in general would pick Enter Sandman.
I agree, and he's not wrong. Like, don't get me wrong,
that was
not wrong.
Their commercially most successful album.
By the way, Metallica has a ton of hits. So I mean,
I'm just saying, if I had to pick a number 1 from Metallica, I would use Battery rather than Enter Sandman.
Well, you would be wrong, and Kyle would be right.
Well, I'm sure.
Yeah,
right in on that.
So another one is Pantera album Cowboys from Hell, song Cowboys from Hell.
Yep, Cowboys from Hell.
Drop Kyle down.
You would love Cowboys from Hell.
Oh
my God! You see, the reason why you would love it is Pantera got heavier as they went. Cowboys from Hell was their first like mainstream album, and it's not as heavy as the others.
Okay,
so you would like.
I can appreciate it.
Yeah, Cowboys from Hell is dope.
He says he will give his greatest all-time ever, and it's Rush album Moving Pictures song Tom Sawyer. And
Modern Day Warrior and me. You can't argue
that.
Tom. Well,
I'm not going to argue. I mean, Tom Sawyer is a gigantic hit. It's one of the most popular songs of all time by any band.
I will argue that this is BK's best list
Yep,
he's
I
done
agree.
for this
Yeah.
show.
I would agree. 100%.
He says,
Yeah, this is.
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, this is his best list. And the thing with this challenge was there's so many you can choose from. I had a hard time, like my list, you could ask me tomorrow and it'll be a different set of
I can't argue with anybody's list. I mean, it just
No, but his
for
is
that
solid.
reason.
His is solid. It's tied with Smorgy. He would have been best if he didn't put his favorite band on there, but I understand
He says, boom, mic drop, brother Matt. He says, I know you dig this list.
I agree,
Please
mic
don't let
drop.
Mooney ruin it with Bare Naked Ladies or Huey Lewis or any other dumb answer.
He did. I told you, he's not worried about what I think of his list. He doesn't want me to ruin the show with my list.
You're entitled to your list. I'm looking forward to your list, to be honest.
I don't think he's gonna like anyone on my list.
He
but
probably
I don't think,
won't. But I'm looking
But
forward
he's
to your
not gonna.
list.
Here's the thing. It's not and none of mine are gonna ruin it. But I don't think he's gonna like any of them.
Yeah,
it's fine. So how do we want to do this?
He's not done yet. So he says, peace out, boys. He says he hopes to make it back on the show soon. It's been too long. Thank you, brother Kyle, for the email.
Yes.
Great email.
Yep. He's bringing the drinks next time.
Awesome.
Boom. Yeah, thank you, BK.
So
good list.
we can either each do our lists, or we can just do what we normally do and go around.
Let me do my list first.
Let's do a list like that because I think none of us have them in an order of like this is the definitive number one.
Yeah, let me do my list.
I do have a definitive number one, but that's fine.
I do too, but I mean I wasn't sure if everybody did.
I want to do my list first because you
do your list
because then it could get outweighed by you two, right? So then people might forget about how bad my list is.
Yeah, you do your list and I'll do my. We'll go in this.
Right. Let's get the
clockwise.
bad part out of the way. Like the movie gets better over time.
There you go. Well, then I should go last. I'm just kidding, Brian.
You can go last if you want. I don't care.
All right.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No particular order, but I'm just gonna start naming them. Kiss, Crazy Nights is the album.
Yep.
Crazy Nights is the song.
Love that song, and it's perfect for the summertime.
It is, and it's one of my favorite Kiss songs. It's one of the songs that got me interested in Kiss when I was in high school. So like I never really listened to them. I befriended a guy named Tom Gravlin when I was in high school, and like he was the hugest Kiss fan I've ever met. He introduced me.
You're the guy that was like, I don't like the makeup. I like Kiss without the makeup.
No, but I just got into him, and then he
that's-
started playing his favorite songs, and I was like, wow.
You found Kiss at the wrong time.
Yeah, I did. I found Kiss like way later than everybody else.
Yeah.
But I liked him.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm going to end on one that you'll appreciate. So I'm going to go next with Bob Dylan, Freewheelin' Bob Dylan, Blowing in the Wind.
Puts me to sleep, but everybody else, I can't argue.
You
it.
don't like
it's
Bob
one of his.
Dylan?
It's one of his biggest songs. I'm not going to argue it.
I love Bob Dylan. I love the songs he sings. I love the songs.
Argue with it. It's a good song.
You can't argue with it.
Or on an album. Yeah.
Just slow.
You know I like slow.
I know you do.
All right. Billy Joel, 52nd Street, Big Shot.
Good.
Love it.
And then, did I mention Motley Crue already? No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Okay, Motley Crue, Girls, Wild Side.
Great one.
Wild Side is the best song on that album. Fantastic.
Exactly. So that's good.
And I would argue, in my opinion, it's probably one of Motley Crue's best songs. I love it.
Wild
Yeah.
Side. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Kicking ass on the wild side.
And
Love
then
it.
I think you'll appreciate this. This will probably be your favorite on my list.
Sure.
Widowmaker, Blood and Bullets, Am I Evil?
Are you serious?
Yes.
Guess who turned him on to Widowmaker? What? Awesome. Way to
that
go,
was a good
Nate.
list, Mooney.
That is an amazing song.
It's an amazing album,
It's
but I agree
spelled
with
weird.
you.
It's not spelled Am I Evil.
No,
It's spelled
I forget how
differently,
they
but the
spell it.
way they sing it is Am I Evil?
Yeah, D. Snyder represents.
And here's the thing. I wanted a Twisted Sister song,
yeah,
but I looked at all their albums.
none of
and
them. The number one album was not
their number one song
yeah.
is not that good.
No,
But on this Widowmaker, the number one song is amazing.
Widowmaker's solid. People sleep
But that whole
on it.
album is amazing.
I love it from
Blood
start
and
to
Bullets.
finish. And that's the thing is nobody even remembers that they were even a band. And I have actually not texted, but like tweeted D. Snyder,
Texted him,
going like, "Hey, what's up with Widowmaker? Bring out another Widowmaker." And he's done solo albums, but not Widowmaker. I don't know why.
Man.
Widowmaker was perfect. So awesome. Good,
All right, so I hope
list.
Kyle likes at least a couple of them.
I'm impressed by your
That
list.
was a good list.
Your list. I expected straight up Huey Lewis, and I expected like the worst.
Huey Lewis Sports.
Okay, cool. So, Brian, do you want? I'll go, and then you go, and then we can do maybe some honorable mentions.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so I won't do my honorable mentions after wait till the end of that. Okay, so my number 5, I just assumed that there wasn't going to be much hip hop in our, just in our like list, but I had to use one, and I chose Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock. It Takes Two.
That's a great one. That's a good one.
Because
It
I
Takes
love
Two
that
is a
song.
solid
It's,
song.
I want to rock right now. I'm a bass and but not just a run around now.
That's like It Takes Two to make a thing go.
Yeah, it's got a cool intro and it just owns it.
Yeah, that song's good start to finish.
I had one that I wasn't sure if I was going to get knocked off on, and once we do honorable mentions, I'll mention it. But my number 4, I have "Stop" by Jane's Addiction off of Ritual Daylo Habitual.
Good.
I don't like Jane's Addiction. I do like that song.
It's awesome because it's got that Spanish girl in the beginning that's like, "Buenas adicciones."
I love it.
Jane's Addiction. I wasn't a fan of them. I got a little more fan when I got older, but that song is one of their best.
Awesome. And so then my number 3 is "Immigrant Song" by Led Zeppelin.
Oh,
I can't argue it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like even
I love almost everything.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like the Thor movies that much, but in Thor, I think it was like the
Ragnarok,
second one. Yeah, when he comes in and they just start playing it, I get all teary-eyed. I'm not gonna lie.
Led Zeppelin. I mean, it's hard to argue they have any bad songs. I mean,
they're one of those like perfect bands.
They're a perfect cover band.
There's yeah. Wow. Way to go, Brian, in your hate.
Wow, cover band hate.
I know, right? Well, he's not wrong. They did steal a lot of stuff.
All their songs. They literally stole all their songs.
Stole all of their songs.
But according to their lawyer, they didn't, and they won.
No, they did. They
win their cases. That's all I'm saying.
Too, but yeah,
they didn't lose the Stairway to Heaven one that counts. So
cover band.
So funny. Jimmy Page and Robert Plant are royalty. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, like how are they a cover band? By the way, it's the same thing as Facebook. If they were Led Zeppelin,
took the songs, these like folk songs, and then they made them like rock.
They did take some music. And the funny thing is, the band that's been suing them for Stairway to Heaven, that band like opened up for them, and Jimmy Page used to hang out around the band. And so,
hey, they had an idea.
But hey,
I had a better one.
Exactly. And their lawyers are better. What do you want?
They had a song. I had a better one.
But I'm telling you, Immigrant Song is amazing.
Brian hates
I know. I don't know how you can hate Led Zeppelin. Like,
I don't know. I love
just awesome. Number 2 is "Shine on You Crazy Diamond" by Pink Floyd off of Wish You Were Here.
Wow, we have a dude.
I listen to it all the time.
That was it was on my honorable mention, so I won't mention it later. But
there you go.
Almost a trip, 2.5.
Yeah, and then my number 1 off of "News of the World" by Queen, "We Will Rock You."
Ooh,
and it goes right into "We Are the Champions." So come on,
that's a great one.
It was sort of. I mean, that song is sort of like 2 songs in one.
Well, it's 2 songs, but yeah, because it just fades right into
it. Just goes
it.
right into "We Are the
But
Champions."
like, if you think about it, your first song on that album is dun dun cha dun dun cha. Awesome.
I mean, what better way to open an album?
It's perfect.
It's almost perfect.
Boom.
And it goes right into another perfect song by then.
Exactly.
All right, my list. My number 5 is the Rolling Stones off the Let It Bleed album, "Gimme Shelter."
Gimme Shelter.
Gimme Shelter is amazing.
Gimme Shelter is. Here's the thing. I would have to hear it
It's
'Cause
actually
Rolling Stones. I tell you, I never know their song until I hear it.
You would know it. It's my second favorite Rolling Stone songs of all Rolling Stone songs.
My problem is I need to hear it sung by them or somebody else like them.
It's a great song.
Like a
I'll play it for you after the show, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, I know this song."
yeah, that's just. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's probably one of my favorites.
This one I know you know. It's Aerosmith off the Rocks album, Back in the Saddle.
I almost had that on my list.
Back in the
It's
Saddle.
such a great opening song.
Yeah,
I think they had it. I mean, I was looking up Aerosmith. I'm pretty sure they had Back in the Saddle on like number one on like a 2 or 3 different albums.
well, their greatest hit
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, but like Back in the Saddle, I almost had it on my list because love it.
My next one, the Smashing Pumpkins off Siamese Dream, Cherub Rock.
Ooh,
That's in my honorable mentions. That's their
It is
best
their best
album
album.
by
Yeah.
far.
By a million.
easily.
It's easily their best
Yeah.
album, and it's that album.
Honestly,
That's the best
It's-
song,
it's
but it is very.
it's the
high up
only
there.
album that I listen to from
That,
Smashing
I love that
Pumpkins.
album
It's
from
very
like first song to last song, and I listen
is.
to it over and over. If I was stranded on a desert island, that would be one of the 5 albums I'd take.
And one of my
Yeah.
favorite songs on that is Mayonnaise.
Yep, that's a great song.
Yep.
Yep.
Great. Love it.
I'm
My
Good too.
next
Love the
one
song.
and is Journey on the Escape album, Don't Stop Believing.
Ooh, that could be an all time. That's an all time.
It's all time in life, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if you get a song that popular and it fits our list parameters,
Yeah.
come on.
Oh, absolutely.
My all time, and I have to go this. It's Nirvana, Nevermind, Smells Like Teen Spirit, and it's the first
Boom.
song. I know it's been said a lot and talked about, but it's the first song on one of the most influential albums in the past 40 years, and it's arguably it is the song they're known for the most. So
It is easily the song they're known for the most.
Yeah, I can't argue it.
But they're a cover band too. No,
So now for some like honorable mentions that I had it made me laugh because the show Murders in the Building, Only Murders in the Building.
I want to see that.
So
Damn it.
Sting is in it, and this guy has a dog, and the dog is and Sting doesn't
so
like
funny.
dogs. So he's like, "Don't stand so close to Sting," you know. And I'm like,
That was so
laughing, but
good.
off
Don't
of
stand-
the Police album Zenyatta Mendata.
Is that really the name of the album?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Don't Stand So Close to Me is the number one song on that album.
Nice.
And then as much as I don't like them post Joshua Tree, Where the Streets Have
Yeah,
No
that's good.
Name is an awesome
It is.
intro to an album. And that's their perfect album anyway.
That Joshua Tree is their best album.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. So Where the Streets Have No Name
And that is good start to
Yep.
finish.
yeah. Then you have Boston More Than a Feeling, which
Yep.
that album is amazing from start to finish anyway. I mentioned it last week, Blister in the Sun from
Yep.
Violent Femmes. One of the ones that I kind of just wanted people to listen to, and I know I would get goofed on if I even put it on my list, but I listened to it like I feel like once every couple weeks, is Cardi B's Get Up 10.
Cardi B, you put
I
on your list.
love Get Up 10.
Why did you put? Oh my
It's
God.
kind of like a lose yourself type of song. It's kind of like get you hyped up. It's kind of my hype song in a weird sort of way. It's been my hype song for like the last year
Why
or
did
two.
you do that?
Since
Why-
since her Invasion of Privacy album came out, Get Up 10's been my jam.
Oh my God, I can't believe you did.
I'm
that.
just saying, I'm throwing it out there for people who might want to go back and check it out.
That is unforgivable.
No, there you go. Well, what are your?
I
you
do.
have
So I have Weezer.
Found one.
Oh, you got one.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I have Weezer off the Blue album. My Name Is Jonas.
Ooh, I
Great
like
song
that.
on their
Really
Blue
like
album.
that song.
I've got. I know you guys aren't a fan of the White Stripes, but the White Stripes
Nope.
off Elephant,
That
Seven
leaves it.
Nation Army. It's a great opening song.
Oh, I hate that song.
Oh, you know what, Dan, our
Yeah.
buddy at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, he. White Stripes are terrible, but-
yeah, they're like I thought you were gonna say Dead Leaves on the Dirty Ground,
No,
but
No.
that's a better song.
I've
That's
got
weird.
my
That's
AC/DC
good.
song was on Back in Black. It's Hell's Bells. I love
Yep.
that opening to that album, and that's their Black in Black. I think everybody thinks is their best album. So overall, and
Can't
then I've got the Who, off Who's Next, Baba O'Reilly. Great song, great album.
There's only a few songs I like from the Who. I am not a Who fan at all, but Baba O'Reilly, I love it.
And then my last one that because there's so many to mention. The last one I just wanted to call out was because I thought this was like literally off his first album. It was like literally again, it's the first song on the first album. It's Van Morrison's off "Blowin' Your Mind," "Brown Eyed Girl."
Ooh,
I'm going to see Van
nice.
Morrison September 7th. Don't think I'm not.
Nice.
And I'll be pissed if he doesn't do Brown Eyed Girl.
He has to do Brown Eyed Girl.
No, he comes off like that dude who doesn't play what you want him to play.
Why would you not play your number one?
Oh, we
song
saw
ever?
The Counting Crows and they didn't play Mr.
Oh,
Jones.
that's annoying.
Wow,
So, so what I'm saying is I think like Van Morrison comes off like that guy. Like he's probably like, no. Or if
well,
he
he has
does,
so many other good songs.
or if he does do it, it'll be like a jazz version or it'll be some weird version that I've not heard of before. I'm like, no, just play it like the album, stupid.
Did we do best albums? I'm sure we have.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
we
think
have.
did a while back.
We did it probably in our first couple shows.
Yeah, because we
we
went
did a
to
whole
the well
bunch
early.
of lists, you know.
We were the list
This
kings.
was a good one because this was a great one. It was more fun because it was, you don't realize how many first songs out there are, you know, like I would have mentioned Lay Your Hands on Me, Bon Jovi, and the New Jersey album. Just songs that set the tone for the rest of that album. Amazing. It's so much fun to go through all that. So good job,
Yeah,
Brian.
it was fun for me because I did a lot of research and like there was some that I wanted to put, like Grateful Dead had a few that I wanted. Or
they have
one that
a
I
few
wanted.
songs that people know.
They have a lot of songs people know.
No, Touch of Grey and Casey Jones, I think, is probably the only.
Uncle John's Band.
No one knows those.
Are you serious?
I can't find a person that actually likes the great outside of going to the shows and getting high. I don't know anybody that actually has
you can walk around on a weekend on any brewery.
I don't know
anywhere,
anybody who's got like
and you'll see a Grateful Dead t-shirt.
You'll see the t-shirt and you'll see the merch, but I'm saying I don't know anybody.
So they just wear the
my
merch
kids
and not
wear Rolling Stone shirts and
oh my gosh. I saw a young kid the other day.
So is it like the wives or whatever that, you know, they have
there's on TikTok, there's a guy that goes around to like concerts and stuff.
Yeah,
and he sees people with, he goes, can you name 3 songs from that? And no one can do it.
What?
No, there was a guy who looked like he came from like the hip hop culture, let's just say, and had an Iron Maiden Power Slave shirt on yesterday. and I wanted to pull that line. Like I wanted to be like, you can't name one song off of that album, or you can't name, you know.
If you're going to wear a band,
it's what they do. The kids do this.
If you're going to wear a band shirt, and especially a band album,
yeah,
they do it all
buy
the time.
these shirts at the mall, and like I think like Kohl's sells
Hot Topic
them,
and
you know, Kohl's sells band
Yeah.
shirts, and they wear these shirts, and they have no idea they couldn't name the songs.
It's 100% a thing.
What?
It's 100% a thing. They just
but I
don't
mean
know.
these old. I mean, I'm so older people with Grateful Dead. They didn't go to Hot Topic and or Spencer's.
but what I guess what I'm saying is, I personally don't know anybody that has like a Grateful Dead album or CD or whatever that they legitimately bought and know the songs. Like people
I
know,
know
like I said,
I have a whole friend group that has a big Grateful Dead following.
but it's a difference. There's one thing to go to the show and you get high and you whatever, and you dance, whatever. But then there's actually going and listening without
Isn't
being
Kyle
high.
like Grateful Dead or no?
No.
I thought he did.
No. No, but then there's like the listening without being high, like I'm in my car listening to Grateful Dead. I don't know anybody who does that.
Huh. I know a few people.
I've actually seen the Grateful Dead live in concert, believe it or not. Yes. And with Jerry Garcia before he died. Just
and
because
you didn't like the show?
I've never done drugs in my life. It wasn't.
Gotcha.
It wasn't like I wanted.
It is overpowering drugs.
I went
to
to go,
see Dylan, and I
like,
same thing.
I wanted to go to see the experience, to have the experience. I had a manager I used to work with that was like a big Grateful Dead fan, so that's how it happened. But he was like a Deadhead, whereas like it's not for me. I hate jam bands to begin with. I get so bored and annoyed.
Yeah,
And so
I'm with you there. They, you know,
but
I like listening to songs being sang. Jam bands are a little tough.
that's what I'm saying with jam bands. That's what I'm saying. You don't need to know the song. You just go, you get all high, and you're like, ooh, you know. But that's different than actually listening to the music.
All right,
and that's where I don't
Fair
know
enough.
anybody who.
I like Grateful Dead.
I don't know
I
anybody
know.
who
I
listens.
thought I know a lot of people who do, but
Like, I don't think the Grateful Dead even listens to their own music.
now that's a little bit of a stretch.
I think they just show up and just play whatever they feel like playing, and people love it.
I mean, okay, that's a little bit of a stretch, but
Okay,
I
Brian,
mean,
do you know any Grateful Dead, like people who actually know the songs?
I
know,
had a
like I
roommate
said,
in college that really liked the Grateful Dead a lot, and he.
every people knew
But
that.
like, I don't know anybody now that listens to the Grateful Dead.
But even then, was it just to go to the show and get high?
No, I mean he'd legitimately put on the Grateful Dead in his room and like listen, while he was doing his
Yeah,
papers
okay.
and stuff.
Fair enough.
Listen, there's plenty of dead. Like I don't I mean it's like saying, oh, there's no Alanis Morissette fans.
No, but there's a culture that goes with the Grateful Dead. There's a certain like hippie high culture, whatever, where it doesn't even matter what's playing as long as they're part of this love fest. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what
I don't necessarily agree with you,
so
but
BK and I were talking about this, and he said that I'm dead wrong when it comes to festival shows, because I was like,
so you're dead wrong.
because I was saying how festival shows suck, and it's because like I want to focus on the band and pay attention to the band, whereas there's people that just enjoy the community, and BK was like, oh, but it's all about community and all this stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
I don't
cool.
care about community. I don't like community. I want to focus on the band.
Well,
That's
then
why
don't go.
That's
loner
what
boy.
That's what I was saying. Is like I don't like festival shows because I don't care about the community.
That's
Those are
'cause
the
you're-
people that like. Those are the people
That's
that
because
just
you
go.
pretend to like people and you're a hermit.
I don't pretend to like people. I tell people I don't like people. People on the show, I don't like people, and so
You have a podcast. You talk to people all
I talk to you and I talk to Brian
and all our listeners.
But I'm not. I don't see them. I'm not looking at them. I'm talking to you guys.
Oh, great. Hey, listeners, Matt's not talking to you, just to let you know.
Hey, I have no idea who's listening. It's just no, like we talk and we're
Svetlana
hanging.
is going to be crushed.
Yeah, we talk and we hang out. You know, that's what it is.
Svetlana is going to be crushed. Her
Well,
soul is going to be
if
crushed.
Svetlana were in the room, I'd be talking to her, but I don't see her, so I'm not talking to her.
Awesome.
But anyway,
I mean,
I don't like
so
community.
I thought we had a very successful show, and I was drink free.
I know. I'm
no
impressed.
arguments.
Yeah.
Well, that's because Kyle produced a really good list. So did Smorgy.
That is true.
Your list was probably the weakest list out of everybody's.
You're now deciding to say this? Like that's what you want to say? Like
I thought everybody had a good.
It was.
I thought everybody had a great show. Everybody had a great list except for yours, Music Man.
Well, Queen was really good, but then someone stole
You
your
guys
thunder.
both like It Takes Two, Rob Bass.
That was a good one.
You like Stop from Jane's Addiction, and you liked Immigrant Song. Come on.
Right, but I liked Kyle's songs better.
He's not even here, and that's what you do. That's what you do when he's here. I'm telling you.
By the way, I'm going to say your list is better when Kyle's here.
I know. That's how you do. Hey, BK, he just said it. I hope you're paying attention to this segment right now. He just admitted to what he does. I'm just saying, that's what you do. That's fine. Give me the word. No, I think everybody came to the table pretty strong.
I really enjoyed this topic.
Yeah, there's no embarrassing ones that we've gotten so far.
Because I didn't mention Cyndi Lauper as She's So Unusual.
So Brian, here I talked to Mooney about it a little bit, and before we start doing plugs and stuff, my one honorable mention I would like people to weigh in on because I didn't know how to do it, but my all-time favorite rap song is Dre Day off of the Chronic album. But it's so in rap albums they have like intro skits and stuff like that, and then they have the actual song. So there's an intro, like track number 1 is like a skit type of thing, and then the actual first song on the album is Dre Day, but it's listed as track 2. Would I have been,
Ooh, that's a good
kiboshed
one.
on
I want
that?
people to weigh in. I would say legally, you're legal.
I would say no.
It's like you
like
guys wouldn't have even known that it wasn't, but
I would say it's
I would
legal.
say no because
It's
there's
a-
like even there's a lot of Pink Floyd albums that have like little intros like that are like a minute long, and then they have like Momentary Lapse of Reason, for instance. There's like a little like musical interlude thing, and then it goes into the first song.
But that's what I was saying is I would argue that you should count the first full song.
Yeah, the first
on the
full
album.
song.
I don't know.
But
I wouldn't. I don't think I'd be a stickler for that.
That's why I didn't put it on
Either
my
way.
list.
I'm saying yes.
All right.
Brian's saying no.
I
Okay,
could be
so-
convinced. I'm convinced. That's fine. I think it's fine.
I think people should write in on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I'm
want
okay
people
with
to
that.
write in.
That would have been
Any
okay.
new homework, or are we going to go no homework?
We'll go no homework, except for the homework is I think people should write in. I want Smorgy to write back and mention some of the
Feedback.
things he wants.
Generic feedback.
Yeah, generic feedback. But he said that his email would have been 10 pages. Find some things that you thought you wanted to ask
Yeah.
questions about or whatever. Just
And I
write
want
in.
to know why Rob had Judy Blue Eyes number 1.
I am guaranteeing you it's a
And that's what I want to
sentimental
know.
thing for him.
And that's fine if it is.
Because nobody likes Judy Blue. No, I'm just kidding. Judy Blue Eyes is actually a decent song of theirs.
But come on.
Southern Cross is their best song.
But he
of
made it
all
his number
time.
1.
Not that many hits. They have
But he
some.
made it his number 1. So
Oh yeah, there's only 2. I'm okay with.
I want to know why that was his number 1 album with the song.
Yeah, you need to submit a revised number 1.
I
So-
just want to know if he's got a good explanation for it, then I'll understand. But
There is no good
He really
explanation.
did have
There
4.
is no
he
good
had 4
explanation.
home runs and 1 foul. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I was like, yeah, dude, why'd you do it?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. So it is what it is. The heart wants. The heart wants.
Right? I mean, I know a good sand guy get it a price, and then he's saying, he kills me.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So anyway, yeah, folks, just write in about whatever. Weigh in if you think some of our, hey, maybe we,
Hey, make one of us for botching the thing if he survives the weekend.
Oh, I know, right? No, it's going to be really sad, but if he's in hospice and it's not looking good, we're doing this show, just throwing it out there, folks. If you've already listened, it doesn't matter. We're doing this show on Tuesday night. By Saturday, when the show airs,
But what if he's not? What if he's still around?
he'll be like, what's her name? The lady from Poltergeist, the little lady, Rubenstein. Yeah. She was declared dead like 3 times. Like literally, she kept coming back, and it was just like, oh my god! And
Zelda Rubenstein.
Zelda Rubenstein. I RIP'd her probably 3 or 4 times, and she would just come back. She was like Jason, just when you thought she was down, she kept coming back.
So
I hope that happens with Tony Dow because he's a really nice guy. I hope he's on the mend and things work out for him.
good luck, Tony.
Yes, we're here for you, sir. But chances are it's not going to happen. Okay, so with that.
With that being said, hey, Matt talked about him earlier and how busy he was, and his phone is lighting up. So you may need to text him. You may need to ask us to put in a favor, but you got to get in now because if you want your car, your whip, your ride looking good for the summer, if you want it to have the Canuba wax, or what is it called? The
Canuba
ceramic
wax.
coat.
Yeah.
Ceramic.
ceramic coat. That's it.
Oh,
If you want the ceramic coat, and if you want the best looking automobile in town, you got to give them a call.
oh yeah. Or
BK
RV.
Auto Detailing, 571-233-8716.
It's Big Dog Auto Detailing.
What did I say?
BK Auto Detailing.
Oh, see, I already messed up.
No, Big Dog Auto Detailing. 571-233-8716. By the way, if you're going camping, he does RVs too.
Yeah, but if you're, he does
Afterwards.
RVs.
I'm saying
I don't want
afterwards.
to. Yes, afterwards.
Yeah, like once you've
Because
got
you
all
want
the flies and bugs and stuff like that.
You don't want to do it pre-trip. After trip, you want it looking nice for the next one.
Yeah, or like
Give them a buzz.
end of summer. You've
Right.
already done your trip. You need to put put it back in the garage.
Right. Hey, summer kids first date. If you want to, you want to impress the lady, give him a call.
Hey, ladies.
All I'm saying is you got to get your call in now. 571-233-8716. Big Dog Auto Detailing in the house.
Boom.
Boom.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you were going to go into Ben. You're saving him for last?
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe I should. Yeah, we'll go in this order. So Ben,
Well, I thought we were going to reverse order it
oh,
this
I
week.
don't know. I didn't think about it. So Ben from K
I was
Street.
like dead air there. I was like, yeah, we got Ben coming
know
up,
what's
and
funny?
you usually do Ben.
I think Ben is spiting us in a weird sort of way.
He hasn't wrote in. What's up, Ben, dude?
No, get this. Ben did his first wedding.
He did?
He did the drones, everything on a wedding. Remember on our show, he was
Ben,
like,
we're no longer going to say it. We got to revise the plug.
yeah. So I've been
Revised plug, folks.
for a year now. I've been like, he doesn't do weddings or bar mitzvahs. He now does weddings.
All right, revised plug.
Yes, boom. So Ben from KStreetPhotographyDC.com is an award-winning image builder and FAA certified pilot of drones, which he got a brand new drone, by the way, and used it on the wedding.
See,
Amazing.
look at that.
And so,
Way to spite us. Thanks there.
yes, he specializes in commercial real estate marketing, business headshots, corporate events, team imaging, drone cinematography, providing website and social media branding packages.
Oh,
Yes.
new. Double
Ben-
revision.
Yes, Ben is on Fuego.
That's a double revision. We haven't said that one before.
Yeah, I typically, skip that part.
Double revision.
Because by the time we get to that part,
Is
we've
that like-
already said
It's
how
got
awesome
double vision.
Foreigner, solid.
Is it a number one song?
I don't think so, no.
Damn it.
I think Jukebox Hero, though, might be the number one
that's
song,
a
which would have been a
great
great one.
song.
Don't think I didn't just write to Lou Graham to get an autograph. Don't think I didn't.
Of course you did.
And so, no, definitely Ben from KStreetPhotographyDC.com is on Fuego.
Yes, he is.
So check him out.
Speaking of on Fuego, I mean, like now I don't even know if he wants to be promoted by our show anymore because he's a super like duper hit. Like being on YouTube, 50,000 hits, like he's scoffing at us now.
Yeah, and by the way, that was like 50,000 in a couple hours. I don't know what it's at now.
Probably like 2 million.
Yeah.
So he's scoffing at us. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't even need you guys to mention my name. That's how cool I am.
But he actually probably will be in when Matt from England comes in because they're boys.
Sweet.
Boys from across the pond.
We're gonna have a superstar in the building.
All I know is that show, I'm calling it right now, is gonna be called God Save the Queen.
So just checked. He's got 136,000 views on YouTube.
See, look at
Boom.
that, dude.
Way to go, Creative Underground.
Okay, so none other than the guy made it happen for all of us. Now he's going to make it happen for more people because all music, all tech support for Subfacts is provided by none other than Andy at Creative Underground. He runs a state-of-the-art production studio in Leesburg, Virginia. You, me, and everybody can find out more by going to his website, but that's not all, folks. He does YouTube clips. He does pro karaoke. He does youth sports, corporate events, weddings, concerts. He does it all. And now he's going to blow up. And you, me, everyone can find out more just by going to www.creativeunderground.co,
not .com.
Boom.
Awesome. Now for us, all these people that are blowing up, have you noticed all of our sponsors are blowing up?
Yeah, everyone's blowing up but us.
Like BK, I was hanging out with him the other day and the phone kept ringing. He's like, oh my God, the phone keeps ringing. I keep getting all these calls.
Well, how come we can't?
And I'm like, is it because Subfacts tell them to? Is it because
exactly.
of Subfacts? And so, anyway, blow us up, folks. You can write into our show at subfactspodcast@gmail.com. Once again, subfactspodcast@gmail.com. If you're looking for more information on Subfacts, the merch, all that good stuff, you're going to go to subfactspodcast.com.
Yes, you are.
And then if you have friends that have never heard us and you're telling them about us,
Refer us. iHeartRadio, Spotify.
yes, we are on every
Stitcher.
major platform: Apple Podcast,
Samsung
Pandora,
Podcast.
Spotify, all of it.
Boom.
And so definitely have people like, subscribe, and
You can tweet
follow.
us. You can Facebook us, Instagram us, everything.
Boom.
And now we're on YouTube. Hopefully we get 100,000 clips. Hopefully everyone who does one of Creative Underground goes there and says, "Oh, he's affiliated with Subfacts," then business up.
Well, you know what we need Andy to do is when he does these concert things, at the very end of the clip, go, also check out Subfacts.
Affiliated with yeah,
affiliated with Subfacts. Boom.
Subfacts affiliate. Oh my god,
Yes,
that would be awesome.
That would be fantastic. Okay, cool.
We're genius ideas. This show should be called Real Man of Genius.
No, I have a feeling it's going to be garlic nuts.
Garlic
I'm not going
nuts.
to lie.
Garlic nuts.
Okay, so
Garlic
anyway,
nuts as it is, folks.
with that being said, I think we've said it all, and we will be back next week, and we'll talk to you later. Stay safe, everybody.
Yep.